Hello, so many machinists. How are you? Today's theme is this SC100X². This is a short video of only the first 10 seconds.
SC100X² is an unprecedented multitasking machine.
If you haven't seen the full version, please do so. I probably watched it about 100 times during its production, and the video appeared in my dream once. This machine is designed for the overseas market, so Japanese subtitles are not provided this time. We hope you understand. Now I'm going to explain the SC100X² for the first time in the world. There have been many customers who wanted a multi-turret machines, but they sometimes don't know how to use them, and sometimes their budget doesn't allow for it. These customers wanted a machine that was different from others to achieve better performance. I once had this experience at an exhibition. There was a man who came to our booth several times a day at an exhibition. He looked at all the machines and he went to another booth and came back again. He went around to the back of the machine and looked at it in great detail. He listened quietly to our explanation. I even thought that maybe someone from another manufacturer had come to investigate our machines. After that, he came to our booth again and again. On the last day of the exhibition, he told us, I recently started running a factory, and my company's goal is to install Nakamura-Tome machines. And 2 years later, the machine was delivered to his factory. I couldn't have been more honored. Some of other members of the sales team had similar experience. I want to deliver multi-turret machine to more factories around the world. This is what I thought at the time. Finally, the day has come when we can make it happen. This machine is a gateway to multi-turret machines. There's a word that best describes this machine. Born to be fast. Fast machining, fast programming, fast setup. Everything focused on speed. Take a look at this performance. This time we are machining workpiece like this one. While the focus on turning, there's also mirroring and hexagonal machining section. Here is a cycle time data from the actual machining. This is a comparison between a single machine and the WT100. WT100 is a double turret machine with up and lower. SC100X² is 41% faster than single turret machine. That's a wonderful result. It's not as fast as the WT, but it's very close. And the price range varies depending on the specification, of course, but it's more than 20% cheaper than the WT100. Once you make money with this machine, it's good to step up to WT, WY, and NTY3 next. Let's look at the graph. The mountains are opposite, so it means performance is so good the cost is low. Our goal is democratize the multi-turret multitasking machine. We hope this opportunity will be a good start for many of you. Why is it possible to be machining so quickly? Let's take a look at the machine structure. There's one turret on the upper side and lower turret on lower side. The upper turret has 3 axes, X, Y, Z. The lower turret can do indexing, but it doesn't have any other axis. So how do you machine with the lower turret? The spindle on the right has the X and Z axis. It moves around. The 2 spindles on the right and left can be used for simultaneous machining like this. The job of the 2 one-spindle machines can be done by one machine. So next, take a look at this movement of the upper turret. This is superimposed machining. The spindle on the right side follows the movement of the turret, allowing simultaneous machining on both sides. In other words, a single turret can do the machining of two turret machines. It's a very interesting machining method, isn't it? When I first saw this machining method, I wondered why it was not popular. When I asked many customers, they told me it was difficult to program and difficult to use. So we decided to solve this problem by using software technology, which is our specialty. Let's take a look at how to make it. Why is programming difficult in superimposed machining? The answer is because the programming method is different from that of normal processes. Of course, because it works differently from normal machining, the way to program is also different. It's a common sense. It is our way of breaking the common sense. Let me show you our answer. What you need to do first is to make normal machining program. This is a piece of cake since you are all used to it. Just follow your normal routine. Now comes the magic part. So this is a feature called the process editing screen. I love this feature. It shows you at a glance the process you have created. I often use this screen to check the relationship between the program I created. Now here is where the magic happens. Please look at the screen. We have several processes on upper turret for left spindle and right spindle. There's a button at the bottom called Superimposed Setting. If you press this button and then select the processes you want to apply this function. Select two processes, this and this. Select Finish and Finish. Select Drill and Groove. We can select different processes, like this. Select Groove and Thread. That's it. I converted 4 superimposed machining processes from normal machining ones, less than 1 minute. Of course, we recommend you checking a program and checking for interference beforehand, but it's easy to just make a normal program without thinking about anything else. It's interesting to be able to use such wonderful technology with ease. If this is an interesting method that requires a lot of hard work, it's not a way that many people will be able to use it. Because it's an interesting method, should be made easy to use. Please enjoy the superimposed machining. So this is what it looks like when you combine these two machining methods, simultaneous machining and superimposed machining. It's so fast, so amazing. I'm sure some of you have noticed it here. There are so many tools on the machine. In general, it can hold 33 tools. That's 24 to 30 tools for two normal races turning machine. This is more than that. This is the upper turret, which is normally equipped with 12 tools. But by using the intermediate index function, it can be equipped with 24 tools. It's important to note that the 12 tools can be increased, a turning tool, not milling tool, but this has great effect. In the case of mass production systems, there's a spare tool function that automatically switches to the next tool when the tip wears out if the same tool installed more than one. It's functions just like a machining center. In this way, it's possible to automate for a long time. It's not just for mass production, it's also very effective for high-mix low-volume production. Have you ever felt that tooling is difficult when switching between the type of product? With a large number of tools installed, this task can be greatly reduced. The ability to do permanent tooling, where tools are pre-installed for multiple parts, is a great advantage. You don't need to be afraid tooling when the next part comes. These features are very popular with customers using multi-turret multitasking machines. The SC100X² is a gateway to this feature. There's one more thing. I mentioned 33 tools before, but if you use superimposed machining, you can add more tools for different directions. This means that up to 48 turning tools can be attached to the upper. We often wish we had one more station when we are machining, and having this kind of potential is a great help when we are in trouble. The last thing, we are focusing on the machining capability. When you look at machine like this, you may think that it cannot be machining. Some people might think, our design philosophy has these words in it. A machine that can be machining is not a Nakamura-Tome machine. That is why we design our machines from the perspective of machining. We are always in pursuit of machines that can machine not only free machining steel and brass, but also processing of difficult to cut materials. I think this is familiar and difficult material for you. Let's machining. Let's start the machining of difficult to cut material. The depth of cut is 4 mm. I love the sound of this. Look at the chip. The chip are thick and great. Okay, let's change the material and conditions for my machining. The cutting speed is increased further. Wow, it's very stable machining. You can clearly see this machine has enough machining capability. It's not just turning. Look at the milling as well. Pocket milling is going on. Even under severe environments, in terms of dry and machining conditions, the machine is performing well. It's very stable and easy to process. Turning, milling are all good. We hope you enjoyed the SC100X², which we built to spread multitasking machine all over the world. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or comment, please feel free to enter them in the comments section. I read all the comments and sometimes I reply directly. Would be very happy to interact with you in the comments section. Also, please continue to watch the latest video from Nakamura-Tome channel. Like button and registration is also appreciated. See you soon, machinist. Bye.